Onegaishimasu. Okay, let's get a really good posture going, refine our alignment, optimize our breathing. Having our hands in a zazen position is just helpful to help calm everything and settle everything. That shape that we have with the hands resting in the lap is actually a really good way to get weight underside, right? Weight to settle underside rather than upper side. Upper side is tension. That's what most people are doing. Weight settles underside, but we don't collapse. So the shape of the hands, one of the reasons, like you guys know about the space, the symbolism of the space there, rounded shape. Also having one hand resting the other, and then both hands resting the lap. It's like weight underside. Help us remember to settle everything. Settle our weight, settle our tensions. And we can let our breath settle underside as well. Especially the out breath. Okay, pushing into the ground, send you up. Push into the ground, come all the way up. Light horse stance, knees bent. Push into the ground, shift the weight and turn the hips, push into the ground. And let those arms just hang. And those arms are very totally relaxed. They'll swing like ropes. Sink into the hip, sink into the hip. So you're warming up the hips too. That's it. Check your breathing. You want to be breathing with the abdomen. And a little stronger weight shift and hip turn. Fling those arms out further from the body. And then that alternate hip turn, right? Where we turn the hips to the empty leg. That works the leg even more. That's right. So if you shift your weight to the right, you're turning hips to the left. When you shift your weight to the left, you're turning hips to the right. You turn your hips in the opposite direction, the side that you're on. Good, and come back to stillness. Let gravity take your arms. We're gonna balance into the ground. And of course, the ground pushes back. And that's what's gonna move our arms. Arms are still just hanging, but because we're using our intention and the pulse from the ground, we can get the arms swinging. But the arms aren't doing it. It's our mind and using the force from the ground. And then if we really pulse off the ground, we can get a full circle with those arms. The arms are still as if they're just hanging. And other way. And other way again. Use those legs. And big stance, long stance forward. And so swinging the arms vertically. Again, using the legs, using the ground. And switch. Good. Relaxing the arms straight down with gravity. Equal stretch. Push through here to get an even more stretch to the side of the body. Good. Back corner. Still stretching equally through both arms. Okay, heels close, bend the knees, hip circles. Other way. And then feet further apart. So now they're about hip width and straight and parallel, bend the knees, lots, hip circles from there. And circles the other way. Then coming back in a little bit, rolling shoulders, get the spine moving. Release the abdomen. Roll the other way. Get the whole spine moving. Good. Little turn, the head. Breathe the whole time. And up and down with the chin. Point to your chest with the chin and point to the ceiling with the chin. And then point to the upper corner, down to the middle of the chest, up to the upper corner. And then roll the chin along the chest. Breathe. Good. Okay. Please get your bokin. Continue warming up with the bokin and do some basic technique and movement. Good. High bow. Left side. High bow. A couple classes ago, we were working on drawing a sword, a big arc. Let's just do a couple of those. Maintaining a forward stance, so turning sideways so you can see clearly. Slight forward stance. Release, open your left hand, as big an arc as you can make, and then to say gone. And then make sure you put your hand so that your wrists are on top, right? Not on the sides. And then a big arc back. Big arc up and forward and say gone. And remember to use that small circle, squeezing the toothpaste tube, small circle, to really send the tip out, make a really big arc, send the energy through the tip and back. Go ahead, do a few of those on your own. Big up, big forward. And when you come to say gone, make sure you anchor the left hand about 45 degrees into the floor. Otherwise, it tends to be too high or too floaty. So anchor it. Two more. Keep your forward stance. So these are looking better than last time when we worked on it. Very good. So Odin, make a bigger arc, as big as possible. Just like Minucci, without locking your elbow. Just like Minucci, as big as you can make it without locking your joints, without raising your shoulder. Same thing, as big as you can make it, but don't lock your elbow. So Odin, I want to see a much bigger arc up and forward. Okay, good. Now, let's review another way to draw the sword. So that's the simplest way, where you simply release the left hand, big arc, engage the left hand. Put it back same way. That's the simplest way. But we could also have a more realistic draw if we had a saya or a scabbard. Or then, as you remember, we make the shape. Make the shape. That's like the opening of the saya, the scabbard, the left hand. And that, by the way, sits a little bit in front, so it's not all the way to the side. When you wear a samurai sword or a katana, it's not actually all the way here, it's on the side, it's actually a little bit to the front. That makes it easier to grab. And so your hand with that little opening is not really here at the side, it's the front of the hip. And so for stance, we have to clear the scabbard or the saya before we can do our small circle. So we have to come all the way out and then squeeze the little finger. And again, try to make a really big arc and send energy through the tip. It's not going to be as big an arc as what we were just doing, but you still think big, feel big, extend the energy out through the tip. Use little finger or small circle squeeze to send that tip up and out. Then to bring it back, senpai, you keep that opening there. You bring the back of the katana, in this case it's our bokken, the back side of the bokken, right on the web of the hand. Backside right on the web. And then you slide it until the point clears to go inside the saya. So on the slides on the web, as soon as it clears the web of the hand, put it into the saya. So again, that's about here. It's not back here. It's a little bit in front. Put the back of the sword along the web of the hand, extend out, and put it back. We come out from there. Of course, you probably realize that that's just like one of the kumitachi that we do, where we come out here, it's a potential strike. That's actually in your program, of course. Out, and then right now we're doing a chomen or a vertical arc, but we could also do horizontal cut as well. Straight out until it clears, small circle, little finger squeeze, and then place your left hand on top. Remember, both wrists are on top. And then to put it back, put your left hand on the saya again. You make the opening of the saya with your left hand. Bring the back of the sword right at the tsuba. The tsuba is the guard. Right in front of the tsuba, right at the back of the blade, and then slide forward and in. And so it's okay to move your hand like this because in an actual katana and saya, it's very movable. It's just in your belt like this. This is very movable. The saya is very flexible and movable. So when you put this back, you can actually be moving, you can move your hand a little bit to make it easy to put that in there. Yeah, so try a few of those again, keep going, take your time, focus on it. But don't try to do it fast, try to do it really accurate and correct. Dozo. And then remember to bring your left hand onto it. So you're going to go into Seigon, and then left hand back to the saya. Draw. Small circle squeeze to send that tip up and out. That's right, Titus. So once you send it out, go into Seigon and then back. That's right, Odin. You want to stay at Seigon for a moment. Yes, make sure your Seigon is well away from you, right? Not here. That's too collapsed. Way out there, just like proper Minucci. That's why we spend so much time on basics. So one reason is to keep our extension. We know we don't want Minucci here. So all that applies in everything we do. We don't want to be here. We want to be out there. Big and arc is possible. Seigon is out there, not in here collapsed. That's a good reach, Siler. That's a nice big reach. That's good. That's looking good, Kyla. Okay. Take on 108 degrees, yoke and cut. Remember to do the rooftop block first. So I don't want to move and bring up the sword. The head is exposed, the neck is exposed that whole time. So I make a roof, enter underneath the roof, turn and cut. To make a roof, enter underneath the roof, turn and cut. Goes up. Make the rooftop block first. Titus, that's very good. You're getting the sword up high and you're getting it in a pretty good position. Rooftop block. Very good, Titus. The sword high over your head, rooftop, and then enter underneath it. Odin, those are good. Odin, I like how you're taking your time and being careful with that. You're doing quite good with that. Yeah, try not to hit your sister if possible. So if you need to stagger the line, do what you need to do to have safe space. That's part of awareness training, developing your awareness. Be aware of the space around you, people and things around you. That's part of our training, right? Developing clear awareness. Okay, good. Let's go into the kumitachi. We'll start with a little bit of review. And we're going to be doing the cut to the wrist, Seigon, Hirami up underneath the wrist. So the footwork is Hirami, but also offline. Hirami Tsugiyashi. It's going to start in Seigon. And remember, we're going to turn the blade a little bit, right? And we want a nice upward, but not straight up to the ceiling, right? Try to imagine, you want to catch them about here? Let's do a few together, senpai. Seigon. Make sure you have a good forward stance. Make sure you have a nice big extension. Okay, ready? Tsugiyashi, up to the wrist. Make sure you don't lean and don't pop off the back heel. Just move your legs and hips. Seigon. Hirami Tsugiyashi, under the wrist. Each. Forward stance, right knee's bent. Knee. Up. Sheep. Go. Rope. Yes. Teach. Touch. Senpai, all of you are looking much, much sharper. You guys all have good extension, pretty good placement. All the senpai looking really good with that. So now I'm going to come towards you. So try to time it as best as you can. You don't want to be late because then it's already coming down. So even if you get me here, just momentum will still bring it down. You want to get it early, right about there, early. That again is part of matching the attack or blending. In Aikido, we talk a lot about blending, not fighting, Not fire against fire, not boulder against boulder, because the bigger, harder boulder is going to win. Or fire against fire, a hotter, bigger fire is going to win. You may not always be the stronger, bigger person. So Aikido is not about fighting force against force, it's about blending. Part of that is you blend with the movement, not try to fight it and beat it. You blend with it. Okay, so try to time that really well. I'll come fairly slow, at least to start with. Stay gone. Make sure that's a good forward stance. Yes, Titus, very good. That's better, Senpai. Good. Remember to start with big extension, not in here. Start big, you stay extended. That's good timing, Kyla. Okay, so Senpai, I'm gonna have you partner up. We want to stay the same speed. We don't want to work fast. We want to make sure we're nice and safe and careful, but also working slow means that we're correcting things and making the technique better. So partner up, and then so two of you close to the screen, two of you close to that wall. And you can, let's stay with the count. Actually, I'll give you a count so everybody's moving at the same time. So partner up and bow with your eyes up. Throw it on the left. Eyes up, bow. So I think we've done this before where I could see everybody at once, right? So going this way. That's right, Titus. Yeah. Okay, so Odin, can you move back a little bit the other way behind you? Yes. So you start both in Seigon. There should be a few inches between the tips of your swords. So not too close. But everybody is in good Seigon. Let me see that tip. Good Seigon. So let's say that Titus and Kyla are going to be the attackers or the uke. So Titus and Kyla are going to do the showman. Tyler and Odin are going to do the upward cut under the wrist. Remember, don't actually touch the wrist because the wooden sword is actually much harder than the skin. So really close, but not touching. And stay there for about 2 seconds so you show good form and good angle, and also so I can see all that. Okay, we'll go with my count. Ready? Each. So make sure your showman, so Titus, we need a showman strike. Titus and Kyla, make it a big showman. Ready? Each. So a little slower strike, Kyla, and a little bigger strike. Ready? Height. That's right, Kyla. So Odin and Siler, try to catch it earlier where the sword is still above their head, where the arms are high. So you want to move in earlier, inside the attack. Ready? Let's see, good Seigon. Right. That's right. That's better. Trying to get underside the wrist, right? Ready? Height. Yeah. So not fast. Keep it nice and slow. Let's see, good Seigon. So Titus, we need a better Seigon there. Height. Yeah, and Odin, see if you can come to the wrist underneath Kyla's wrist. Ready? Height. Height. So that's good timing, Siler. Height. Height. Yeah, so Odin, you want to come in a little bit earlier. Couple more. Height. That's looking better, everybody. Ready? Height. Oh, best one. Excellent. Good job, everybody. Okay, so I think you can pretty much stay where you are. You don't have to adjust, I don't think. We're going to switch roles. So Odin and Siler will be coming in with the showman. Remember, it's slow and big, but again, you don't want to drop it behind you below parallel because that's not good training for yourself, but slow and big. So Siler and Odin are doing the big showman, nice and slow. Titus and Kyla are coming in underneath their attack to the wrist. Everybody in good Seigon? Good Seigon, right? Ready? Height. That was very good timing, Kyla. You slid right underneath that attack. Height. Again, Kyla, very good timing. Height. Yeah, Titus, that's better. Remember, everybody come back to really good Seigon, good extension, good focus, good flow. Height. Kyla's got a good sense of the timing. Ready? Oh, what was that, Siler? Titus, you showed that you were ready, so that's good. Siler went without the signal. The problem with that is we want to keep this clear and safe. So remember, part of it, we just talked about a few minutes ago, being aware of your surroundings. So that's kind of being aware visually. Being aware visually. Be aware of your surroundings. Now we're talking about being aware listening skills. Especially when you're dealing with weapons. That's part of the reason why we deal with wooden sword, wooden staff, to really develop our mental focus. That includes not only visually, but listening as well. So focus your mind and discipline your mind to be in ready position and go only when it's time to go. Okay, good Seigon, everybody. Right? Yeah, Kyla, that is sharp technique and sharp timing. It's very nice. Ready? Right? Yes. And Titus, that's good. You're getting that. Couple more. Height. Nice. Both Kyla and Titus. Very nice. Ready? Height. Yeah, you guys are getting sharper. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. You put the sword back to your left hip. Bow to your partner, eyes up. Okay, that ended up being very good, Senpai. Okay, so that was under the wrist. Now, from the sheath sword, under the chin or to the throat. So we're going to work on that separately first. So that's, of course, the front stance, slide step. For this one, as we talked about previously, we could do Irimi Sugiashi coming offline like we just did. We certainly could do that. But to work on something a little bit different, it's going to be straight in. A true Irimi. Irimi is entering. Irimi Sugiashi is entering, but a little bit of a step coming offline. Just simple Irimi is straight in. And sometimes that might be the best choice. Or, for example, to give one example, maybe why you have to, or it's the best choice, is if you're in a narrow hallway or there's something, you know, a car here and something there. And sometimes you have to go straight in. So that's what we're going to practice in this one. Is I'm coming straight in, forward stance, slide step into forward stance. We don't want to lean. And that's coming here, right? Let's practice this a few times together. Okay. Each. Okay, so Odin, we need to see a stance. Start in a forward stance, stay in a forward stance. Neat. Yeah, make sure you keep the back heel flat so you don't pop forward. Huh? That's very good, Titus. Oh, and remember, it's looking better, but remember last time we talked about not having the elbow out here. No one's doing it like that much, so that's good. But sometimes it's a little bit down. Now, what does this shape remind you of? Minucci, hopefully. Minucci shape. We don't do Minucci like this. And we know why, right? It's open here and it's too tight up here. Minucci, more powerful shape. So I want this here, not this. Ready? Forward stance. Each. That's much better. Neat. Yes. Up. Neat. Okay, keep going. I'm going to come to you. So now you have to time it. Try to come underneath my chin when I'm in the weakest. And it comes fairly slow. So you can take your time to really focus. But you still have to time it. Like threading a needle. You have to get it just right. Just the right timing when I'm the weakest. Okay? Good. Yeah, imagine you're getting me right under the chin. That's right, Kyla. Kyla, your timing is bang on today. Yes, very sharp, Kyla. Titus, that looks good. Okay. Partner up, but different partners this time. Bow with eyes up. That's right. Yeah, bow to each other, eyes up. Okay. So, Styler and Titus, yes, will be the one that's doing the strike. So you're Nage. Odin and Kyla are Uke. So Odin and Kyla are doing the strike or doing the attack. Odin and Kyla are doing the showman. So that's going to be, watch my feet. And stay on. Step, step, showman. Step, step, showman. So 2 steps, showman. So you need a bit of space. Remember, we want to do this slowly. We're not trying to show speed right now. We're trying to show timing and accuracy. Okay, so Odin and Kyla, you're in a big Seigon. Styler and Titus, your sword is in your saya. Ready? Again, Odin and Kyla, not fast. Big and clear, but not fast. Ready? Height. Good. So Titus, that's good. It's better to be a little early than a little bit late. So I like, Titus, how you are ready to go. That's excellent. Ready? Height. And that's going to be under the chin, Siler. Titus, that was very good timing, very good target. Ready? Height. Excellent. Okay, all the senpai are doing good on that one. Odin and Kyla had a pretty good attack. Siler and Titus, excellent response and timing. Okay, a couple more. Ready? Ready. Height. Oh, nice. One more. Height. Height. Good timing. Good timing. Okay, so you can stay where you are, but we're going to switch roles. So Titus and Siler are doing the Shomanuchi. Slow and big Shomanuchi. Slow. Oda and Kyla are starting with the sword in the saya and coming up underneath the chin with the handle. Okay, so let's see the ready position. So Siler and Titus should be in a big Seigon. Ready? Height. Okay, ready, Kyla? Okay, ready? Height. That's good timing. Both Odin and Kyla, that's good timing. Ready? Height. Yes. Getting on the ball here. Nice. Ready? Height. Good job. Ready? Height. Excellent. Couple more. Height. This is good timing because you beat them before they get strong, or you're doing something before it has to be a fight or a struggle. So you're dealing with it before it's a big problem. It's very good timing. Ready? Height. Nicely done. Nicely done. Bow with your eyes up to your partner. Okay, face the camera. Let's do a little wind down. We're going to be in a wide horse stance, and we'll be starting in Seigon. This will be our misogi because we're going to time it with our breathing. We're going to breathe in and breathe out, sink deeper into horse stance, send the tip way out. And we're going to finish in Seigon, Gaidon, Chudon Gaidon to make it a really, really big movement. Breathe in, come up, breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, sink into a deep horse stance. Deeper, senpai, really deep. This is exercise, so we want to make it really big and really deep. So breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Use the left arm, right? Left hand. The right hand helps it extend out. Right hand is the guide. Left arm is doing the driving. Breathe in. Use your abdomen. Send the tip out as you breathe out. Good. Okay, come back to Seigon. Now you'll have to adjust your spacing because we're going to finish with the Tenkon Undo rooftop lock again. So that'll be your wind down. So you'll need to adjust your spacing. So make the roof top first, and underneath it, your Tenkon, Yokumen cut down to Gaidon, Yokumen cut down low. Make the sword the roof block, Irimi Tenkon, and then Yokumen cut to Gaidon. It's your turning that does the cut. The turning does the cut for you. Okay, so let's do a few together. Breathe in one way, breathe out the other way. One count is that way, the other count is coming back. Here we go. Each. Knee. Song. Breathe deep. See. Go. Breathe in. Rope. Breathe out. Each. Rooftop lock. It's rooftop lock. Okay, sword on the left. Blade up, of course. Let's bow to the Strowman wall. I bow. Blade on the right side. Full humble bow. Okay, senpai, let's put the swords to the side and we'll do a regular empty hand bow out. Putting the sword properly, of course, pointing the tip to the back wall, blade to the outside wall, not to the center of the room. Okay, senpai, let's bow out. Domo arigato gozaimasu. Thank you very much. Senpai, you guys did really well. You did better and better as we went along in class. Good work. See you next time.